Hello questionnaires and millionaires, my name is Joseph Moore and I'm going to answer for you today the 10 most asked questions on Google. What I did was type in what are and chose the top 10 responses that followed that. Question 1, what are the 7 deadly sins? Easy, vanity, gluttony, lust, greed, wrath, sloth, and envy. Question 2, what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are numbers divisible by only 1 and itself. Examples would be 2, 3, 5, and 7. These numbers are only divisible by 1 and themselves. They have no other factors. I could go on a whole spiel about prime numbers. They're actually incredibly fascinating. They have a whole range of mathematical applications. There's theories behind prime numbers and everything, but that is a different video. What are capers? Capers are the pickled flower bud of the caper plant. It's a flower bud that's been soaked in brine. It's much like a pickle. What are cookies? What are cookies? Are you insane? Everyone knows what cookies are. I mean, they're delicious, right? Or maybe you mean the software cookie. The software cookie is a little more complicated and a little less well known. Ever see on the browser tab say disable use of cookies or something like that? Well, cookies are just a little packet of information that allow websites to design the site around you. Examples of this would be YouTube gathering your name and video interests. What are real numbers? Real numbers are pretty much every single number imaginable, from negative infinity to positive infinity and everything in between. But there are also different numbers. You know, you may be thinking real numbers seem to just encompass everything, and they pretty much do, except for one caveat. There are such thing as imaginary numbers. These imaginary numbers are part of a subset group called complex numbers, which are numbers written in the A plus BI format, where A and B are real numbers. Now I've been spending way too much time on this. I could go way on long about the applications of the imaginary system. But once again, that is another video. What are pumped up kicks? This one kind of confuses me, but I'm going to assume that you're referring to the song by, what's his name? Foster the People. That's the band who made the song. Don't sue me. It's about a school shooting, but I assume you're wondering what the line pumped up kicks means in that song. Pretty sure it's referring to running shoes, which have a pumped up heel, which provides cushioning for running. Actually, this is very bad to get into. I, from time to time, wear a shoe called Vibram's 5 Fingers, which are also known as toe shoes. These things are much better to run in, as it gets you in the habit of running better, more like you're supposed to, which is on the front of your foot. I could go on much longer on it, but once again, this is another video. What are shin splints? Shin splints are a medical condition, mostly from athletes after working a hard workout or running a long distance without proper running form because you don't wear Vibram 5 Fingers, or maybe you're wearing those pumped up kicks. They're pain associated with the shin, where connective tissue between muscle and bone actually starts to wear away. It hurts the nerves there, and it's actually really damaging. If you have shin splints, you should ice them immediately, try to rest your shins. Sometimes pressure helps. What are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are an organic molecule. All the carbohydrates that I know of are produced, well, initially from photosynthesis, which happens in plant. This is basic bio, people. You should know this. Anyway, carbohydrates are made up of ring structures, carbon ring structures called sugars. You know, you may know sugar from like grainy white stuff that you put in your tea or coffee every morning. What are the Finger Lakes? The Finger Lakes are lakes that run nearly parallel to each other in central New York. The Finger Lakes were carved out by glaciers during the last ice age and have filled with water since. What are dreams? Good question. This has actually baffled scientists for years, and there are various theories. One field says that dreams are a recounting of what happened during the day in your mind. Electrical signals get kind of passed up to the frontal lobe, or the visual center, which has then to interpret these seemingly random signals into meaningful information for your mind to process. Okay, last question. What does the Jalden Show mean? More specifically, what does Jalden mean? Jalden is an acronym meaning joy and love don't entertain needlessly. I chose this as an ironic title because I do entertain needlessly. I hope you had a fun one this time and learned a lot in the process. That is it for today. Hope to see you again in the next 4 days. Bye.